Hey guys, so today we are trying out some foundation. You know I love a good foundation review, so we are trying out the PUR Cosmetics Bare It All foundation. I haven't tried this yet, I literally just picked it up. All I did was like test it out on the back of my hand. I can tell you that from the name, like Bare It All, it seems like it's gonna be like a low coverage, kind of like summertime kind of foundation, just to like perfect your skin a little bit. But the coverage on my hand actually looked really nice, so I don't think this is gonna be like a very like low coverage foundation. So let's test it out. I'm gonna read a couple of the claims. This foundation does come in like a nice selection of shades, so that's good. And I'm pretty sure like PUR Cosmetics is known for like skin loving ingredients. I'm pretty sure they're like vegan and cruelty free and stuff like that. So I haven't tried much from PUR. I did try their eye polishes and I do like those. But that's pretty much all I've tried from PUR Cosmetics, so I'm excited to see this. On the website it says, by combining high-quality skincare ingredients and complexion-perfecting pigments, the new 12-hour Demi-Matte Foundation instantly perfects the look of skin while helping to correct problem areas over time. It's weightless and full coverage. Oh, so it does say full coverage. So it's full coverage. Full coverage formula masks imperfections, pores, and fine lines all day without cracking, separating, or fading, fitting into your busy lifestyle by eliminating the need for touch-ups throughout the day. So let's just jump into this. I got the shade Light Tan for reference. I do have some self-tanner on right now, so I'm not like my regular skin tone. I did go a little bit darker in this. I'm going to use a beauty blender on one side to blend it out, and I'm going to use my Artis Oval 8 brush on the other side to blend it out. The brush that they did formulate to like buy with this product does resemble like the Artis brushes. It's kind of like that style, that new style of makeup brushes that's been floating around lately. I didn't pick up the brush because I love my Artis brush, so I'm just going to test it out with this one. The thing that attracted me most to this foundation and why I wanted to try it out was the formula. The consistency of this foundation is definitely very different than anything I have. It's very thick. It almost reminds me of like a paste or something. It reminds me of like spackle or something for your face. Like it's really gonna just like sit there, cover up everything and not crack like it says. Like it feels like a very solid kind of formula. So I don't know if that even made any sense at all, but that's just how I felt about it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a couple dots on my face. I guess what I was trying to say is like it feels like it's gonna stay in place. It doesn't feel like it's gonna slip and slide around. It just feels very sturdy like. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit, and I'm going to blend this side out with the Beauty Blender. Since it is a little bit thicker, I feel like it's a little bit harder to push around with the Beauty Blender. I feel like it might be better with the brush, but it's still moving. Like it's not like getting patchy or streaky or anything. It just is a little bit harder to move than your normal foundation. So maybe work in smaller areas than I just did. I'm kind of already loving this though. Like even though it covered up a lot, like it's definitely a more fuller coverage foundation. I would say it's a solid medium to full coverage. It doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation. Like it doesn't look very detectable in person. It's not clinging to any dry patches whatsoever. Sometimes that happens on my forehead. You guys know if you watch my videos, I always have like an issue with that. And it's not happening on my forehead, so that's really cool. I like this so far. I'm definitely liking it. Honestly, I kind of just fell in love with this. I really hope this holds up. I am going to do a little bit of a wear test just to see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to work in smaller areas this time because it does dry pretty quickly. It's almost like a little tacky, but not in a bad way. I kind of just feel like it kind of tugs on my face a little bit. But I also feel like because it has that tacky base to it, it's really filling in everything and giving me like a very smooth appearance to my skin. So I don't mind that. This side doesn't feel like tacky or anything. It's not like transferring. Once it's on, the tackiness feeling goes away. It's just like when you're blending it out. After all is said and done, applying both sides, I feel like they look exactly the same, like as far as how it looks on the face. They both didn't go on patchy or anything. No streaks, but I just feel like the brush was a little bit easier to blend out just because it moved the product a little bit better, but you can definitely use a Beauty Blender. Like it literally looks exactly the same. So far I really like the way this looks on my skin. It's definitely like a demi-matte finish. It looks really natural though. I don't look like dried out or anything, so I really like that. I feel like this is going to be a great foundation for summertime just because, well, if it holds up, if I don't get oily or anything. I just feel like it's going to keep you like pretty matte and keep everything locked in place. The texture of this foundation is different and I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead, what time is it? It is 2:12 right now. I'm gonna go ahead, put a little bit of makeup on, just like some concealer and stuff, and I'll be back in a couple hours to check in with you guys and let you know how it's holding up. Okay guys, I know I said I was gonna be back in a couple hours, but I just finished off my makeup and I had to come back and check in and let you guys know that this foundation is so freaking good. Honestly, seriously guys, I don't think I've ever loved the way a foundation looks so much on my skin. Like as far as like my texture and stuff goes, I know you guys probably really can't see much of my texture on camera, but I do actually have a lot. I do have large pores on my nose and cheek area, and like my face looks so smooth, I just can't get over it. As far as like loving a foundation, like the way it looks on my skin, like full coverage, medium to full coverage range, like compared to my Marc Jacobs, that one's like my favorite full coverage. It makes my skin look really, really good. But honestly, this one's giving it a run for its money. My skin looks flawless. So I really have my fingers crossed for this one. I'm still going to give it a little bit of a wear test just to see what happens. I do really think that it's going to hold up quite well. I don't see this budging much. Like it feels like it's just like rock solid on my face. Like it's not going anywhere. That's what it feels like right now. I'm going to check back in a little bit. Let's see if my opinion holds true, and I will see you guys soon. Okay guys, it's officially been 4 hours. It is 6:08. I want to do this video now and edit and get this video up for you guys. So I'm going to cut off the wear time test now, but I'm going to go edit this video. So I'm still going to be wearing this makeup for a pretty long time after this. And I'm going to update in the description box after this point what happens. But I can say that it's been 4 hours and literally it looks exactly the same. Like my skin looks flawless. I think this is a winner, guys. I really, really like this. So I don't see much change happening from here on out, but I am going to lose daylight. So it's hard for me to film when I don't have daylight because my video just, it's not even like true to color anymore or anything. So I will update in the description box after later tonight when I go to take my makeup off if I got oily or anything. But right now I'm not oily. My skin feels really, really good. The foundation feels very comfortable. I think my favorite thing about this foundation is the way my makeup applies on top of it. I felt like the foundation was almost like a primer, because it had like that tacky kind of texture to it. Like everything, like my eyebrows and everything were so easy to draw on. Like I feel like I'm having like a good makeup day. My makeup looks really, really good, at least in my opinion. I hope you guys think so. But I love this. I think it's a great foundation. I think it's definitely a win. I think that all skin types could probably get away with wearing this foundation. I don't think you would see too much oils going on there. And even if you're really dry too, I still think you would be able to wear this foundation as well, because I do have normal to dry skin. I do get dry patches, and like I mentioned earlier, I get them on my forehead and it didn't cling to anything and it looks really, really good, like A1. So I really love this. I definitely recommend trying it out. I think it's going to be like really up there with like my top favorite foundations, if not one of my new favorites. I think the finish and everything is very comparable to the Marc Jacobs Remarkable. If you guys like that foundation, I think you would really enjoy this one. I don't think like, I'm not comparing like the formulas or like the textures of them or anything because they're completely different. I'm just like talking about the way it looks on the face, like it's that very like flawless looking finish. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little demo and got some good information out of it. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!